Hi, this is Dodger, and you're watching my show.
3, 2, 1, ready, go!
Are you mad at me? Are we fighting? I know, it's been like 2 weeks since I've done an anime news video. I'm so sorry about that. My schedule got all kinds of kerfluffed. So for the last couple of weeks, it's wound up that on Wednesdays I've gone, wait a minute, it's Wednesday? So that is entirely my bad. I am so sorry. Thank you all so much for being extremely patient with me. There is going to be a new box talk very soon, as well as a new welcome to the fandom. So keep an eye out for those. And again, thank you guys, any of you who consistently watch the channel. I appreciate you just having gaming news. But I'm excited to get back into the anime scene. There's so much to talk about. So many weird things to talk about. And speaking of weird things, for our first piece of news, if you are a fan of Junji Ito, who is the mangaka for Gyo and Uzumaki, Uzumaki being my absolute favorite horror manga of all time, then you will be delighted to find out that he has created a set of stickers that you can use to text one another just horrifying faces. They are available on an app called Line, which is free, but it's very, very popular in Asia. It's not nearly as popular here as it is there for whatever reason. But there's a big old set of stickers. They're going for, I want to say 240 yen. So it's like $2.20, something like that. And the okay, wait, I can't remember what the title of the sticker set is, but I remember it being funny. Junji Ito, you'll meet a horrible fate. Good. Fun little anecdote, Danny and I have been trying to get a set of Cat Gang stickers up on the Line app for a really long time, and they keep rejecting us. Probably because we're too cool. But as a fan of Junji Ito, knowing that there are lots of people who watch me who are also fans of Junji Ito, probably thinking about snagging that. If you do, if you could just mimic, you know that girl who paints her face so that she looks like different Junji Ito faces and then takes a photo at just the right angle and you're always like, oh my god, she looks just like in the manga. I either want her to do all of those faces, specifically this one, or I want y'all to do it. Sorry, is that a big ask for you to look terrifying? That's all I want. To celebrate the 30th anniversary of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure manga, there is a huge art exhibit that's going to be going up in Japan with entirely original artwork. The pictures that have been going up about this just show people standing next to gigantic versions of the volumes of the manga, and it looks so cool. And while these pictures seem to suggest that it is up now, it's not. It's supposed to be going up, I think, August 12th. It'll be there August 12th through September 10th? Yeah, August 12th to September 10th, because that's when the JoJo's Festival is also going on. Both the festival and the art exhibit are going to be taking place in Sendai, which is where the original creator of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is from, and it was also apparently the town that was used as the base for Morio. So, fun facts. Every now and then there's a topic that has a really strong crossover between gaming and anime/manga. And I think to myself, man, which one, like which news show should I talk about this on, right? But when I needed to talk about a manga that's being based off of a game with squid children in it, I figured, you know, anime news is really the place where people are going to appreciate that a bit more. Viz Media had a bunch of new announcements, the headliner for it being that Splatoon is getting its own manga starting at the end of this year. What is that manga going to be about? Being a squid now? And being a kid now. Senkichi Hinodea is the mangaka for it. Some of the other announcements that Viz made were on the more fluffier end of things, like there's going to be coloring books for Hello Kitty, but they called them Hello Kitty adult coloring books, and that made, you know, me go, wait, are there dingle dangles in it? There aren't. It's just, you know, they're very complex coloring books. And then Studio Ghibli is putting out a bunch of art books that correspond to their movies. So if you're a huge Ghibli fan, I'm sure that that's exciting. But I'm still stuck, guys, I'm still stuck on this. What is the Splatoon manga gonna be about? Is it gonna be, oh, what if, guys, what if the Splatoon manga winds up being the next big sports manga? That's all I want. But again, that isn't happening until the end of the year, so we've got quite a long time to have, you know, Splatoon manga information dripped to us, I'll be waiting with bated breath. Or no breath, because I can't breathe in ink like the squid children can. Any of you who really love Bleach and were unsatisfied with the amount of just gaping holes that were left at the end of the Bleach manga might be excited to find out that there are going to be some follow-up novels happening. Ryogo Narita is going to be the one who's sort of spearheading the whole thing. Kubo is not involved, which made a few people squint a bit.
Well, how can they call it an official addition to the Bleach universe when, my beloved Kubo Titty isn't involved?
This is actually a very common thing in Japan for there to be a manga, like a successful manga, and then some novels that are either side by side with it, a spin-off, a follow-up, what have you. And I don't think there's ever been a situation where the novel has been written by the original mangaka. The esteemed writer of Durarara has already contributed to Bleach before, so I don't think that we really need to be concerned about that. And I don't know about y'all, but for me, I think that Kubo created a fantastic world with really cool characters. I don't think that he treated them very well, right? I don't think that when push came to shove, he was able to create a story that didn't require like a ton of retconning, that didn't feel like, oh my god, these characters are suddenly having to act out of character, right? I think that that wound up being a big issue for him. So I don't feel any kind of weird feelings at all at having a really, really good writer and storyline creator come up with a side story having to do with Bleach. I would love for there to be more happening inside of that story, inside of that world, and I do not need Kubo to be involved. And Narita originally worked on Bleach Spirits Are Forever With You, which was a novel series in 2011 to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the manga. So this newest one is called Bleach Can't Fear Your Own World. And it follows Hisagi Shuhei, who I love. This might actually be released on the day that you watch this video. It's supposed to be coming out on April 28th, so keep your eyeballs peeled. And for our final bit of news, from one Gangsta fan to another, the manga is coming back. I am delighted that there have been so many weeks where I've been able to tell you guys, hey, you know that thing you love? It's coming back. It's a great feeling. We got to do it with Black Lagoon. We got to do it with Berserk. We got to do it kind of with Sayuki. Now we got Gangsta. And I feel like Gangsta, for me, I'm so happy to have the manga come back because it was so sad when the anime had to be canceled. And that had nothing to do with whether or not the anime was successful, right? It had to do with the group that was making the anime. So that sucked. And while the anime was awesome, like, it did a very good job of taking the art style of the manga and putting it into the anime, right? Like, you looked at the characters and you were like, oh my god, that's exactly how they looked in the manga. That's so exciting. While the anime was really, really fun to watch, I think that the manga is a bit tighter story-wise and character-wise. And if you were really upset about the way that the anime ended because it wasn't any kind of a frickin' ending at all, check out the manga, man, it's great. So yeah, end of May is when it's supposed to be coming back. I'm very jazzed because we would love to read more of it on MangaPod. I'm sure that it was also really sad for the mangaka to have the anime not pan out the way that they wanted. And for our last note today, I will say that I am planning on making a first impressions video for this season. I know that we're already a little ways into it, but hey, what can you do? If there's an anime that you are loving and you feel like you don't know anybody who's watching it right now, you're just like, oh my god, I wish that this anime would get more attention, please let me know in the comment section, because I'll read through that. I'll see if there's any anime that I haven't checked out yet or isn't really on my radar. I would love to hear from you guys what you're really, really loving this season so that I can cover it for you. Beyond that, yo, that's been my show. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a positive or a negative response, feel free to leave it in my comment section as well, along with your anime recommendation. And if you would like to watch my streams, you can find them at twitch.tv/dexbonus. Thank you guys so much for being so patient. I'm sorry that you've had a 2-week hiatus from anime news. It's not fair. Bring anime to the people, right? Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. And I'll see you next time. Okay? Bye-bye. Mwah. Probably because we're too cool.